Hard work used to be enough. If you showed up early, stayed late, and did what you were told, your life improved, slowly but predictably. That promise is dead. Today, some of the hardest working people I know are falling behind, while others, working fewer hours, are pulling further ahead every year. So here's the uncomfortable question no one wants to ask. If hard work still works, why does it feel like the rules stopped applying to you? Because they did. And once you see what actually replaced them, you'll understand why effort alone is quietly keeping you broke. Confrontation. Why the system changed. Point 1. Hard work used to be scarce. Now it's abundant. For most of modern history, effort was rare. If you could read, show up on time, and follow instructions, you were valuable. Companies rewarded that. Governments built systems around it. Entire middle classes were formed on that assumption. But abundance changes value. Today, effort is everywhere. Millions of people are working longer hours than ever, hustling, grinding, answering emails at midnight, competing globally with people willing to work for less. And when something becomes abundant, it stops being rewarded. Think about corporate jobs. 2 decades ago, staying late made you visible. Today, it's expected. It doesn't differentiate you. It normalizes you. Or look at the creator economy. Millions upload videos, write newsletters, launch side hustles. The effort is real. The payoff? Mostly zero. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The market does not reward effort. It rewards scarcity. And this is where most people get it wrong. They respond to falling returns by working even harder. More hours, more stress, less leverage. That's like running faster on a treadmill that's already accelerating. The scary part? The harder you push inside a low-leverage system, the deeper you lock yourself into it. And once effort stopped being scarce, something else quietly replaced it. That brings us to the real divider now. Point 2. Income. No longer tracks effort. It tracks position. Look closely at who actually gets rich today. Not the hardest workers, but the people positioned closest to value creation. Engineers who build platforms, investors who own assets, creators who control distribution, founders who design systems, other people work inside. Meanwhile, the most exhausted people are usually farthest from the upside. A warehouse worker can walk 20,000 steps a day and stay broke. A software founder can sell a tool once and earn while sleeping. Same economy, radically different outcomes. Why? Because income now flows based on where you sit, not how hard you push. Think of it like this. Hard work is force. Position is leverage. Force without leverage is wasted energy. And here's the trap. Traditional advice trains people to maximize effort inside positions that have capped upside. You're told to climb ladders that were designed decades ago, inside organizations optimized to extract productivity, not share ownership. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. This is also why raises feel smaller, promotions feel slower, and job security feels weaker than it used to, even if you're doing everything right. The system didn't break, it evolved, and the next shift made the gap even worse. Point 3. Inflation quietly punishes effort-based income. Here's something most people feel, but don't fully understand. You work harder this year than last year. Yet somehow, your money feels weaker. Rent up, food up, insurance up, subscriptions multiplying. That's not bad budgeting, that's inflation, and it hits effort-based income first. Wages adjust slowly. Assets adjust instantly. If your income comes only from labor, you're always reacting late. Meanwhile, asset holders, stocks, businesses, real estate, see prices rise with inflation, sometimes because of it. This creates a brutal asymmetry. The more your income depends on hours worked, the more inflation silently taxes you. And here's the cruel irony. The harder you work to keep up, the more exhausted you become, leaving less time, energy, and risk tolerance to escape the cycle. This is why telling people to just work harder in an inflationary economy isn't just outdated, it's destructive. And this leads to the most dangerous lie of all. Point 4. The myth of fairness keeps people stuck. Most people are trapped not by laziness, but by fairness. They believe effort should be rewarded. They believe playing by the rules eventually pays off. They believe the system notices. But markets don't care about fairness. They care about incentives. And modern incentives reward scale, ownership, and leverage, not sacrifice. Here's the emotional trap. When effort doesn't pay off, people internalize failure. They think, I must not be working hard enough. So they double down on the same strategy that's failing them. That belief keeps people obedient, exhausted, and compliant. It also explains why layoffs feel so shocking. People who did everything right still get cut, not because they failed, but because the system never promised loyalty in the first place. This isn't cynicism, it's clarity. And clarity is uncomfortable because it forces responsibility back onto you. Once you accept that effort alone is insufficient, the question becomes unavoidable. If hard work isn't the lever anymore, what is? Resolution: what actually works now? Point 5. Wealth comes from leverage, ownership, and asymmetry. Modern wealth follows 3 principles: leverage, ownership, asymmetric payoff. Leverage means your output scales beyond your time. Ownership means you participate in upside, not just wages. Asymmetry means limited downside with meaningful upside. This doesn't require genius. It requires repositioning, skills that compound, platforms that distribute, assets that grow while you sleep. Notice what's missing from that list. Suffering. The goal isn't to stop working. It's to stop confusing effort with progress. Hard work still matters, but only after it's pointed in the right direction. Effort applied to leverage multiplies. Effort applied without it evaporates. This is why 2 people with equal intelligence and discipline can end up worlds apart financially. One optimized for effort, the other optimized for systems. And here's the final truth most people never hear. The real risk isn't trying something new. It's staying loyal to a strategy that no longer works. Hard work didn't betray you. You were just taught an outdated rule and followed it faithfully. Wealth today isn't about how much you sacrifice. It's about what you build, what you own, and how your time compounds. The cost of waiting is invisible, but real. And every year spent optimizing effort instead of leverage makes the exit harder. If this changed how you see money, stay here. The next video breaks down exactly how people escape this system without quitting their lives overnight. Because once you see the game clearly, you don't play it the same way again.